Let me ask you a question real quick. What is your personal business model? I know that question may take you a second because you know what business model is and you know it's really important, but you never connect to myself. Most people out there think company use business model to earn money. I use ability or luck to earn money. The truth of the matter is business model is always there. No matter you choose consciously, unconsciously, no matter you even utilize them or no. And not think through business model is not just make you earn less money. As an individual, it even make you lose control of your life or lose the autonomy of your life. So let me tell you how you lose your autonomy when you not think through this. One of the terms that really popular recently is called financial freedom. What's the freedom? It is not actually you have as much money as you could. Financial freedom is actually means you don't have to selling your time for money anymore. You have full control of your time. You don't need to pick up the phone, the boss tell you to do this, and you have to get up to do it immediately. Everybody is selling our time, include the richest people. But how do you sell your time? It become your personal business model. So when we back to look at what's financial freedom, money is just a tool. The goal is we can have a control of our life. So now we know business model of individual is how we sell our time. So how many types there are? There are 3 types business model as individual. First, you sell your time once. Just like I get paid per hour, I get paid how many K per year. Second type, which is a step up. You can sell your amount of hours work for multiple time. Like authors, they write Harry Potter within a year and in future. As long as Harry Potter sell, I get money in my card. And the third type, which is the highest, the best business model is actually buying other people's time and sell them for more expensive. Like create a company, you hire people and utilize their time. You invest in other people. He do the work for you and you earn the money. Like right now, lots of people talk about passive income. Passive income is actually the byproduct of the second and the third type of business model. Lots of people only ask, how can I have passive income? The real question they should ask is, how can I start the second and the third type of business model? So, of course, let's dive into each individual type, see how can we climb up the ladders. First, you sell your time once. When people earn per hour in business, we call that retail. Or you earn per year, what's your salary, how many K, we call that wholesale. You sell them as a pack of your time. Regardless of the form, there's one biggest limitation is you only have 24 hours a day. Imagine you're working into a grocery shop in store, they only have one product, and that product have 24 of them. If they didn't sell any of those today, it's wasted. They have to throw them out. How profitable is that grocery store? That is the exactly same situation of lots of people out there who sell their time once. Even for lots of famous people we know, the lawyer for Johnny Depp cases, Camille Vasquez, she even charged per hour. She charged $350 per hour. Ben Chu charged $700 per hour. But the limitation is there. They only have 24 hours. They are technically have no different than lots of people who work as a service job. So how can we improve it if I'm in this category? From the superficial level, it's education, get a better degree, find a better job. But I think the biggest pitfall is right here is lots of people focus on the wrong thing in this category. Everybody's thinking about how can I get paid more. But when we look from a business standpoint, people are thinking about how can I get higher evaluation from my boss or from the buyer. But truth of the matter is, they are not paying you for a diploma. They're paying you for your ability, the true value of yours. When you in the industry for long enough, from a long term to switch business to business, your evaluation or how much you get paid is really close to your ability, your true value. Instead asking, how can I get higher evaluation? The really important thing to do is growth. Have a better ability. Have more stuff to offer on the table. Look at lots of college students who trying so hard to pass the test to have an A so they can show future employers they have a 4.0 GPA, instead actually learning the knowledge and remember them. They're completely focused on the wrong thing. But if you look at this from the business angle, it's really clear. It's as simple as it sounds like. And let me teach you a trick, a secret. If you look from business angle, you can sell your time, not just once, twice immediately. Is when you go to workforce, you see these two types of people. One type of people working for the boss, the salary. One type of people working for themselves. They think, oh, I do this kind of work. I have to worth my time. Of course, first type is vast majority. But from the long term, to become a second type person is way more beneficial because you sell your time to your boss to get the money you needed. And you sell your time for yourself. You get the growth, the gain. You get long-term more benefit. Right now, of course, I'm building my teams. I only want to hire the people who work for themselves instead of working for me. And I'm sure that's the case for every business out there. Every business. Okay, let's look at second type. You sell amount of hours for multiple time, like the authors does. Majority of high-paid people, they are doing second type work, but get paid like first type. For example, programmers. Yeah, I read this program, in future I need maintenance. But in reality is when you create the program, company can reuse them as long as it still exists. Or marketers. If you write a really famous advertisement line, you use it for the next 10 years. If you have enough ability, you actually can transform the first type into second type, which is sell your amount of hours multiple times, not just once. For example, I used to meet this owner of this company. She used to be a lawyer, charged per hours. But now she created this website that people can just come in and plug what they want to in and make the document automatically with no people participating. So she can actually land in, Alaska to enjoy the vacation and get paid every time people go on that website. Or you even see J.K. Rowling, who used to be the richest person just because she spent a year and a half to write Harry Potter. Not even people who buy the book. It just, next time you buy anything Harry Potter related, she will get paid. That's how strong IP or second type is. So how can we start the second type of business model? This even need more ability. It requires way more ability even than the first type. An average programmer get paid $15 per hour. The best programmer Bill Gates. Still earning money from Windows, the thing he created back to the 90s. So if you don't have a good enough ability, it's almost impossible to even be somebody in the second type of business model. Okay, let's look at the third type of business model. You buy other people's time, you sell them for more expensive. Entrepreneurs, investors. Go without saying, it requires the peak amount of ability. You gotta be the best of the best. Lots of people think create a company or do investment is high risk, high return. But when you have a good enough ability or your cognitive performance, it becomes low risk, high return. But for average Joe, like I do, we still can buy our time, and that's what everybody do every day. For example, you get a service from someone. You buy a book that other people produce for you. You get a haircut. You buy other people's 1 hour and pay them money. Or you go to a restaurant, you eat. You don't have to clean the kitchens after. The reason why we feel those services really expensive is actually because our time don't worth that much. Imagine if my time worth $1,000 per hour. If I pay someone $5 to grab a coffee for me, that is so worth it. That deal is so worth it. So all in all, we can see the biggest obstacle stop us to utilize better individual business model is actually ability. It comes down to the true value instead of the evaluation. And the whole concept idea is from this book, Financial Freedom by Xiaolai Li. He's a Chinese author. And I really hope this will help you. And I see you next time. Thank you.